Welcome to the channel, guys, where we dive deep into the world of video games to understand what makes them successful, or in some cases, why they fail. Today, we'll be exploring the factors that determine the success or failure of video games. So grab your controllers and let's embark on this insightful journey. The gaming industry is a dynamic and highly competitive landscape, with thousands of games released each year. Unfortunately, not all of them manage to make a mark. Today, we will analyze the key factors that contribute to a game's failure, shedding light on why some video games fail to meet the expectations of players and industry critics alike. Let's dive deeper into the critical aspect of gameplay mechanics in determining the success or failure of a video game. It serves as the foundation upon which the entire gaming experience is built. No matter how stunning the graphics or compelling the storyline, if the gameplay itself isn't enjoyable, players won't have a reason to stick around. One common reason why games fail is due to clunky controls. When the controls feel unresponsive or awkward, it hampers the player's ability to fully engage with the game. Whether it's unresponsive button inputs, sluggish character movements, or poor camera control, these issues can frustrate players and hinder their overall experience. Another factor that contributes to the failure of games is unbalanced mechanics. In multiplayer games, for example, if certain characters, abilities, or strategies dominate the gameplay, it creates an unfair playing field and can lead to frustration among the player base. Balancing gameplay mechanics is essential to ensure that every player has a fair chance of success and that different playstyles are viable and rewarding. Repetitive gameplay is another pitfall that can cause a game to fail. While repetition can be enjoyable in some cases, if a game becomes too predictable or lacks variety, players can quickly grow bored and lose interest. Engaging gameplay should offer a sense of progression, exploration, and discovery to keep players motivated and eager to continue playing. Innovation plays a crucial role in the success of a game. Players are constantly seeking fresh and exciting experiences. If a game fails to offer anything new or fails to push the boundaries of its genre, it can struggle to capture the attention and enthusiasm of players. Innovative mechanics, unique gameplay features, or groundbreaking concepts can make a game stand out in a crowded market and generate positive buzz. Developers should strive to create gameplay mechanics that are intuitive, responsive, and enjoyable. They should aim to balance the game's systems and mechanics to provide a fair and engaging experience for all players. Additionally, incorporating innovative elements into the gameplay can help a game distinguish itself from competitors and captivate the interest of players. Ultimately, the success of a game heavily relies on its gameplay mechanics. It's the element that players interact with the most, and if it fails to meet their expectations, they will quickly move on to other options. By prioritizing smooth controls, balanced mechanics, avoiding repetitive gameplay, and fostering innovation, developers can significantly increase the chances of their games resonating with players and achieving the success they desire. Technical issues can be a major deterrent for players. Nothing ruins the immersion and enjoyment of a game faster than constant crashes, game-breaking bugs, or long loading times. When games are released prematurely, without sufficient testing or optimization, it can significantly impact their success. Players expect a smooth experience, and if a game fails to deliver that, it's likely to receive negative reviews and lose its player base quickly. Games that lack content or replayability often struggle to retain players. In today's gaming landscape, players have an abundance of choices and options. With the increasing popularity of live service games and multiplayer experiences, gamers now expect a constant stream of new content and updates. If a game fails to provide enough meaningful content or fails to engage players in the long run, it's likely to be overshadowed by other titles that offer more replayability and value for their time and money. Even if a game has excellent gameplay and content, it can still fail if it lacks proper marketing and awareness. The gaming industry is saturated with new releases, making it challenging for any game to stand out. Effective marketing campaigns are essential to generate excitement, create buzz, and reach the target audience. Games that fail to create a strong presence in the market struggle to attract players, especially when competing against well-established franchises or highly anticipated releases. Let's discuss the importance of player feedback in determining the success or failure of a video game. Ignoring player feedback can be a significant detriment to a game's prospects. Successful games often cultivate active and engaged communities that provide valuable insights, feedback, and suggestions to help shape the game's future. Players invest their time, money, and emotions into their favorite games. They become emotionally invested in the experience and develop a sense of ownership over the game. As a result, they expect their voices to be heard and their concerns to be addressed. When developers fail to acknowledge and act upon player feedback, it can lead to frustration, disappointment, and a sense of disconnect between the players and the development team. Disregarding player feedback can have severe consequences for a game's success. It can alienate the player base, leading to declining numbers and a loss of community engagement. Negative word of mouth spreads quickly in the gaming community, and a reputation for not listening to players can harm a game's long-term prospects. Developers should actively listen to player feedback through various channels such as forums, social media, and community events. They should strive to maintain transparency and open dialogue, informing the players about the development process, addressing concerns, and explaining the reasoning behind certain decisions. Implementing requested improvements and addressing issues raised by players demonstrates that developers value their community and are committed to delivering the best possible experience. Regular updates, bug fixes, and content expansions based on player feedback not only enhance the game, but also foster a sense of trust and loyalty among the player base. On the other hand, a lack of communication and failure to implement requested improvements can result in players losing interest and seeking alternatives. In an industry where competition is fierce, developers cannot afford to disregard the voices of their players. It's essential for developers to recognize the significance of player feedback and actively engage with their community. By incorporating player suggestions and addressing their concerns, developers can foster a strong and supportive player base, ensuring the longevity and success of their game. Video games can fail for a variety of reasons. Poor gameplay mechanics, technical issues, lack of content or replayability, weak marketing efforts, and ignoring player feedback are all factors that contribute to a game's downfall. And developers need to pay attention to these critical elements to ensure their games stand a chance of success. We hope you found this analysis insightful and informative. Remember, the success or failure of a video game isn't solely determined by a single factor, but is often a combination of various elements. Let us know in the comments what you think are the most important factors that determine a game's success or failure. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth gaming analysis. Until next time, keep gaming and stay tuned for more exciting content.